my mother gave me for my birthday in August. Says Ginger. She knows I do Christmas tea. So that was planning ahead. This will probably have clotted cream in it. And then a third one that you will need for a jam that goes on our scones. So 3 bowls, 3 spoons, jam, lemon curd, clotted cream. Okay, that takes care of the minimums of what you need to have. Now, options. As far as decor goes, there's only a couple of things that are important. One, we need to have some version of light. So a candle covered, we cannot have open flame, not allowed by the fire department or somebody who's picky, I don't know. But anyway, so we want to do something that either has a light in it, such as these little drop-ins, and I will tell you ladies that you can buy these little plastic light-up candles for almost nothing, and boy are they a lot easier to clean up in the end than the real thing. So you can do something like that. You can use the hurricanes that the church has. These are going to be available to us if we want to stick with something simple and not have to figure it out for ourselves. Big deal, because that will not be some people's thing. So the important thing would be light and height. I'm using this as an example because I was so excited when Carol told me I was going to show a couple of different centerpieces, because I thought immediately, this is what I'm going to use. I'll put some greens around it, I'll put it on a mirror, it's going to be great. And then I got it out and I sat it on a table and I thought, okay. Hi, my friend that I no longer can see because you're just this white blob back here. That's probably not going to work. Because again, remember, the whole purpose of our table is to make people feel comfortable and welcome, and having to stare at something this tall is not going to work. So as much as I like it, you won't see this on my table this year. So one of the things to remember, maximum height. Try to keep it down below about 18 inches. That's about as far as everyone can see over the top. You'll notice most of these are all fairly short, although I just had to do this for those of us who have kids and don't have much else. A really cute little stuffed animal is a darling centerpiece, just so you know. I had a really cute little Christmas card that she was going to hold, which ended up somewhere other than here today. So while she might be a little bit tall, she's not so tall that you can't see over it. That's your biggest issue. But remember, it can be as simple as a stuffed animal. It can be as simple as a basket with some pine cones and some beads or berries or both. It can be as simple as a sign hung on a glass hurricane, which is the one that's provided by the church with a candle inside. This is one I would definitely sit on some mirror so you reflect the light. These I found at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree, should be specific, Dollar Tree this weekend for a dog. And if I was doing this table, I would do these 3, and I would put these sparkly little stars next to them just to add a little more light. And I would put that mirror, the church mirror, underneath it. That's enough for a centerpiece for me. Another idea are, some of you guys have Christmas tins already. These are just Christmas tins stacked up on top, and then I would put a candle. Again, remember, have some kind of a globe or glass around it. I would set a candle on top of that and use the church greens and just put greens around it, and you're done. Simple and easy, but very pretty and definitely festive, which is all we're really looking for. Let's see. The other 2 examples I have are, I think, 2 of the easiest, and then one that I didn't do, but I'll just show you later. This is any kind of a vase filled with Christmas decorations of any kind. I happen to do gold in my house, so I knew I was going to do these, but I found these at Michael's, a whole bag of these, and I think they were 79 cents. So I grabbed a bag of 2 different sizes, and the Dollar Tree had all of these in a package for 79 cents. So this entire set probably cost me about $3.99 to do. And all I would do is set that with small candles around, the plastic light-up ones. I would put those around it and probably set it on the mirror, again, just to reflect more light. And then I would add a few greens around it just to fill in. But that would be all I would do, and basically it cost me about less than $5 to do that centerpiece. My favorite one, and the one I'm actually going to do at my table, and you're all welcome to do it if you like, is I happen to find these Christmas boxes that look like books. But it got me thinking that I could really use just any books that I liked, and if I liked the way they looked, I would just stack them as is. But if I didn't, I would wrap them in Christmas wrapping paper. Just like you did when you were a kid and you had to put a book cover on your books. Same general idea, and you can mix and match your wrapping paper, and all it would cost you is wrapping paper. So you could do that for about 50 cents. I happened to find these beads that I was just completely in love with, so I threw beads on the top of it, and I would again put the little votive candles around it to add the light to it, and I most likely would put one on the top. So this is what I will do, and for me, I really liked the idea. I stuck my the Bible that my husband and I got as a gift in there because it seems for Christmas to make the most sense. But you can see how simple it is and how quickly you can put any of these things together. So one of the things that we were talking about doing if you put wrap paper on books, you could also take empty boxes and wrap them as gifts. And a stack of those in the center with a candle would be a wonderful arrangement, and you could match whatever it is that you're doing with your china. So it would cost, again, only the cost of your wrapping paper and whatever boxes you might have at home, but you could unwrap them and use them again. So it does make it a little bit easier, but that way you could decide. And I've laid out, and I want you guys to be able to walk around this when we're finished, different types of places